not too good at signs here, but again, this is a free multi just from finishing in the top 5,000. So I really can't complain, I suppose. I mean, I always could complain, but what is that? It's a Transformer! Robots in disguise. Oh my god!
Want candy now?
What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi here, coming at you this fine early morning with another episode for Dragon Ball Legends. So what we're talking about today is going to be pretty much just the Ultra Space Time banner number 6. It dropped after the game's first soft maintenance last night. And what I mean by that is it's the first time we've experienced a PvP reset and a banner being added to the game where the game didn't really go down. You were still able to play the story missions and all the single-player offline content. But yeah, so that's basically how that rolled out, and just kind of showed up at 2 in the morning, we had the new banner. So we're going to do a full banner review, but I am going to try to streamline the process so it is not anywhere near as long as my last review. We're going to do about 3,000 stones worth of summons, mostly for Gotenks. He's kind of the card I would like the most due to his art animations, ultimate arts technique, his stacking green cards, and probably the second card I'd like to see would be the Fat Boo, even though, spoiler alert, I did get the booster pack. And there are a couple other sales going on right now. There are actually no discounts, but they've increased the amount of Chrono Crystals you get for the money. Still a little bit too expensive for me, so the only one that I decided to go with was just the booster pack for content creation purposes. As you can see, I have Janemba, or maybe you can't see. There we go. So yeah, I have Janemba, and I kind of have a stronger basis for a regeneration team than I do Hybrid Saiyans. I am missing Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but, you know, fusions as well, not fully developed. Gogeta and Gotenks are going to pair great in the future with most likely Vegito, provided they don't separate fusion by Dance and Potara. And then Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, you got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, etc., etc. So Fusions is going to be an amazing team down the road, but right now it's still not fully fleshed out. So Hybrid Saiyans is where Gotenks is going to shine for now, and yeah, we still might be able to build something. But I would love to see Gotenks, I'd love to see Boo, that's why I bought the booster pack. And a couple other things we can get into before the banner overview or review here is the Scout Battle is for the EX Kid Trunks. It's great because I actually don't have that card. I have Goten, but not Trunks. He is who you get from the missions in PvP once you complete your adventures, rather. Sorry, the adventures, not missions. You will get either Krillin again, same as last season, the sparking version, or the EX Kid Trunks. And the equipment you get once you get high enough to farm equipment from PvP is the same gold piece of shallot equipment that we received a few seasons ago. It's good, but it's not outstanding. It's the only shallot can use it, and maybe they figured because he's more relevant now, they should give it back out for new players that may have missed it a while back. That's probably the thought process they had going on. So that's pretty much the only updates there. Nothing else has really changed in the game itself. So let's jump right into quickly the characters list to show off all the new characters they've added to the game. A couple new hero units they've added here. So down here at the bottom, we see Debora, we see Gotenks, we see a new hero Krillin, which, I don't know, maybe D3 is excited for him, but other than that, I can't see any real viability with him. Well, blue-based strike attack, he's a good bench unit for a blue team if you don't have anyone better, I suppose. We have the hero Goku right here. I actually kind of like his card art right there. He's a purple-specific unit. We have the hero Turles, which I actually absolutely love his card art right there, but just a hero unit and another just kind of base unit, probably not one that most players are going to use. The EX Cell Jr. Kind of interesting here with this guy, because now you could theoretically run a team of Perfect Cell and then 2 Cell Juniors with the Extreme and the Hero one. It's an interesting team, kind of a troll team, but might be something to, like I said, troll around with if you get bored. And then the Gohan right here, he buffs Son family characters. So he's not really a good addition to the current Hybrid Saiyans meta, but for whatever reason, if you're building an all Son family team, then you might be able to squeeze him in right there. And then other than that, nothing else new. We've got the new sparkings and those new units. So let's go check out the banner itself and dive into mostly just the 3 new units here. And then we'll be doing a ton of summons, you guys. I have a crap ton of tickets from PvP Reset. So right here, and as well, there are tickets for every Ultra Space Time banner. We get the tickets. So do your daily missions and you'll get the tickets to make the free summons with. So quickly running through the characters here. The Goten has the boost to the Galactic Donuts by using his green card. It's very similar to One-Hand Spirit Bomb Goku, where if you use this once and twice, that's all you have to do, no 3 times, just twice, you'll get stacking benefits. I believe the first one is 50% buff damage to the blue card Galactic Donuts, and then the second one is 100% with a 70% chance to stun. I think that's what it is. 100% damage buff with 70% chance to stun. And he's got the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which I love that. That animation for that one looks amazing there. He is a ranged character. Blast Arts here, even a little bit higher than Janemba's Blast Arts, so that's good to see. We have 2231 Key Restore, which again is good. We have 2 yellow cards. Lots of characters bring lots of yellow cards. It's good for the ranged characters, but it does kind of suck when you have some melee units on your team as well, and the balance of cards isn't quite right. So just make sure you're aware of that going into the battle. Galactic Donuts right here decrease Vanish Gauge recovery for your opponent, so it's great to slow them down for vanishing out of the way of your attacks, but they probably will swap out of that right there, unless there's a situation that is worse than that. I could generally see them swapping out of that. This is what I was talking about before, and I basically covered it already. It is just how I said, 50%, then 100% with a 70% chance to faint, stun, faint, once you've used it twice. And then the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack has a 40% chance to paralyze. They're similar to Android 17's blue card, where you can still act when you're paralyzed, but you just kind of randomly get stunned by purple electricity, and it interrupts whatever you're doing. It's just kind of like a random effect that just kind of happens on a timer. It does like a check, and if you pass the check, you don't get zapped, and if you don't, well, then you're kind of screwed. You have the, Ultimate Arts draw right there, 25 seconds, same as every other Ultimate Arts main ability in the game. Fusion Warrior base blast attack. Again, Gogeta is primarily strike based, but this will help round him out a little bit, so if you do want to team them together just for funsies right now, that is a good buff for him. Outside of that, the Fusion Warriors is still missing 4 other units, so that'll probably change soon, but there's not much we can do about that currently. And because he is a hybrid Saiyan, that's probably where most people are going to try and squeeze him in. Recovery up taunt, 50% to key recovery every time character enters the battlefield, which is indefinite until you get attacked. So if you stay on top of using your key and then vanishing out of the way, you could potentially get another good solid combo out of this, and it's going to go away eventually in the meta now. Because you're going to swap him out, just because you're going to run out of Vanish sooner or later if you only leave one character in. But still an amazing passive right there. It's very good, and he is a point character, so you're going to want to lead with Gotenks here. 40% to blast damage inflicted from the battle start for 20 timer counts, and it's not dependent on bringing in other character, kind of how Goten and Trunks passives work. So all in all, this is kind of why I think he's the best character on the banner. At least for doing damage and inflicting paralyze and faint. Definitely the best for that. Boo is coming up next here. He is tagged as the good guy version of Boo, which is kind of weird for where we're kind of chronologically at in the story, but I guess it makes sense. You'd have the Fire Breath right there, which is actually similar, I believe, to his super move in the Hyper DBZ arcade game. Either that or Hyper Dimension, the old Super Nintendo game. That's what his super move was there. Basically the Fire Breath. You have an extremely defensive unit right here, so his offensive stats aren't going to be on par with the new units we've been getting in other banners, but that's to be expected. Again, he's going to be a defense and support unit for the team, a healer, so to speak, and supporting by locking other units in, but we'll get to that in 1 second. He brings red and yellow, which is fine, but he does lean towards blast attack, but only barely, so that's cool. This is just another situation where now if you pair him and like Gotenks on a team for whatever reason, you now have 3 yellow cards and only 1 red, so you're already kind of having to worry about that balance right there. Arts cards here, Flame Shower Breath. It's the front 2 rows AoE attack, and it allows you to do more strike damage to the enemy, which is fine. And the green card is extremely defensive, reduces the next damage sustained by 15%, which applies until that entire combo, sidestep, or chain is over with, I'm assuming. We'll playtest him in a little bit. Ability, Healing Magic. It's 20% heal to the whole team and remove all negative attribute downgrades, which will not remove stuff like Paralyze or Bleed or Stun or, none of those status effects. Just, directly to your stats. That's what's going to be removed by this main right here. And it is 5% weaker, so Piccolo, the green original Sparking Piccolo, is still the undisputed king of team heals in this game, even though he's kind of aged out of the meta right now. He's still the best healer in the game, but I think this Boo is still going to be better than him, even though they're both regeneration units and they're both green. You have 22% tag regeneration-based blast defense during battle. I haven't checked if any of these sparking units have upgradable Z abilities yet, so forgive me for not being able to give you that information, but we'll find out soon enough. And yeah, it's just, I don't normally get brand new units to 5 stars because I cannot whale, but it is on DBZ Space. So shout out to Renzi. You can go to dbz.space or legends.dbz.space and check it out there. This is the passive right here that seems the coolest about Boo, as well as the soft body. They're both actually really cool, but inflicts all enemies with no switching for 5 timer counts every time Fat Boo enters the battle. So you can switch him in on type advantage and have guaranteed beat-ups on a character, or switch him into an undesirable attack you don't want to hit one of your other teammates. Then soft body will come into play, and then that character can't switch out if their vanish meter is already gone, whatever, what have you. It's just a very advantageous support ability, which I like. Bar locking is a very, very powerful ability unless you have blue Kamikolo, because then he can, kind of turn the tables a little bit on that situation. But outside of that, the bar lock has been a great kind of addition to the game, very good technical move. And this is kind of a cool mini version of that you can only do twice. It says it activates twice, and that's it. And then soft body recovers 10% of damage received after the enemy attack is over, which can only, I guess, heal up to 10% of your own health. So there's kind of like a threshold there. But this is the only character that does this. He's maximizing Boo's ability to regenerate. He's even better at regenerating than Perfect Cell was in terms of, I guess, efficiency and how fast it takes him to regenerate and stuff like that. So I guess that makes sense there. It's a really cool ability as well. But other than that, again, he's not a damage dealing unit. And then we have good old Debora here. This is the last unit we're going to review before we get to the summons. I am kind of least excited about this unit right here. He's just very heavy support. I do like his card locking mechanics, so we can get into that in a second here. But blast attack and strike attack, not super high because he's support. Well, the blast attack is kind of on par, only like 1,000 or 2,000 less than what's been power crept in the meta kind of these days with new units. But you got decent blast attack, reasonable strike attack, good key restore. Green and yellow, and his yellow can inflict paralyze. That's really cool. I actually haven't seen that yet. So very similarly to how the Demon King Piccolo has poison on his red card, the Debora comes with yellow cards that inflict paralyze. Okay, so this unit actually, you just got a little bit better in my opinion right here. And then he comes with an extra green card, which would honestly be great for pairing with Gogeta and Janemba. You'd be having counters all day if you bring Debora, or I guess Ginyu, but forget about Ginyu. We got Debora now, another character that buffs green cards that doesn't suck as much booty as Ginyu does. So actually, I'm kind of excited for Debora, a little bit more than I was going into this review. You got the Evil Impulse, a chance to inflict paralyze, just like his yellow card. So Debora's gonna be paralyzing people all over the place here. And the Meditation is an instant key restore by 30, reduces the next damage sustained by 10%, very similar to Majin Buu actually, except it's activated on a green card, and it also increases the cost of meditating again up to 30 key is the maximum cap your green cards can cost, which is actually kind of a lot for a green card, but you get 30 key back when you use it, so you're doing it, I guess, at that point just for the damage reduction. It's actually kind of cool. Demon King's Protection, Nullify 3 attribute downgrades to self and 1 to your other teammates. Not super effective for any type of offensive or really defensive, but it's just straight hard support. I mean, in the right situation, if you use this, it will help you out, but you're going to have to play him really skillfully. Debora actually has a pretty high learning curve, I guess, or skill curve, rather, for using him effectively, but you're going to be paralyzing people all over the place, so that kind of stabilizes it a little bit. And 22% to element blue-based strike blast attack, strike and blast attack, 22% buff. So great for blue teams. He'll fit great on teams with Broly and the Broly movie Super Saiyan Goku. Plenty of other blue units in the game that'll benefit from this, but he doesn't have like a category Z ability, so he's kind of more blue only or kind of neutral, I guess. There is no Majin Buu category buffers, I guess, in the game like there is in Dokkan right now. Unique ability, very cool on Debora here. The Stone Spit seals 1 enemy card slot at random when the character enters the battlefield. It cannot be used for 10 seconds, and this activates twice, so you can only spit on people twice. Yeah, only twice, but still a really cool ability, but kind of random. So hopefully you lock out a card with a Dragon Ball on it to kind of slow battle down a little bit and gain that edge over the battlefield. Which is, again, another reason why I do applaud this game. They are pretty good at coming up with new tactics here to just kind of control and alter the state of the battlefield, which, again, I'm in full support of that, despite some people's kind of negative opinions on them because of the sidestep nerfs or altercations. But I don't really mind a whole lot, you know. I'm in this for the long haul. Anti-Hybrid Saiyan, blast attack up, plus 40% damage inflicted against tag Hybrid Saiyan, no matter what, with no timer. So he's great at countering Hybrid Saiyans, which are really high up in the meta right now. So Debora is actually a better card than I initially gave him credit for. Then we have a recycled Teen Trunks, which I only ever pulled 1 of, so that's actually not bad for me. This is terrible, however. If I pull a couple Piccolos on this banner, I think I might have him 7-starred. He's the closest unit that I have, I believe, to 7-starring, at least in terms of sparkings. So, let's hit the bottom of the list and start summoning now. We're summoning at 1740. I gotta remember that so I can tag that in a comment here. I know for these banner reviews, I don't know if it's YouTube's algorithm or what, but sometimes the longer videos don't get shared quite as much. Alright, so this is just a regular summon on the Masters Pack. We just beat up Frieza. We're Super Saiyan. I think there were a decent amount of pods, too. I wasn't really paying attention at first because it's just kind of a daily. But it looks like EX unit here. Is that what we're getting? Yeah. Alright, what is it? Third form Frieza. Okay. Well, he's up to 6 stars now, too. So I guess, you know, for a daily, I'm not going to complain. And we have a lot of tickets. 28. From finishing well in PvP mode, we have a lot of tickets to do on that banner. Let's finish up with the dailies first now. I might only do 20 of those tickets and then wait until I get another multi-summons worth. I don't know about you guys, it's probably different for everybody, but I generally do have better luck on multi-summons than singles in this game. Hopefully I just jinxed myself right there in a backwards type of way and I come out with something good on a single here, but I don't expect that to happen. Honestly, I'm not quite sure if any of our summons are going to be good, because in the last video we pulled both Janemba and Gogeta on 2 back-to-back multis, so maybe we're in for some rough luck here on this video, you guys. Legends Rising. So we have just enough crystals to do these 2 dailies and still be at, what, 3,300, I believe? This looks like it's going to be another hero, though, you guys. You know, again, I don't expect big things. I do hope that you guys do have amazing luck on these pulls. Again, I would probably rate my most wanted unit as Gotenks, and then Buu. Again, I already have him from the booster pack, but Debora would actually be kind of cool to pull. I do like his paralyzed yellow cards, because as with Piccolo, those cards can be used by other members of the team. Like if you draw that card in your hand and then swap out of Debora to somebody else, that paralyzed card stays there. I'm almost positive that's how it works with this as well. So that's something cool that I would love to have around. Something new and different. Alright, so we got the daily on the new banner here. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's unfortunate, but Again, my daily singles haven't gotten me anything super good in a while, but comment down below. What do you think are better? Do you like singles better? Do you like multis better? What's your luck been better doing? You know, we're getting blown up again. Poor Goku. Just trapped in this animation, dying, struggling hundreds of thousands of times for all the players. Oh, but good thing it's not real. Alright, let's do 2 multis on this Masters Pack banner. It's been extended, I think, into January because of popular demand from new players. So it should be around even longer. Hopefully you guys pull what you need. For me, it's another chance to potentially pull Super Vegeta. He's the only unit on this banner that I do not have. The only one. And we're having not too good of signs here. But again, this is a free multi just from finishing in the top 5,000. So I really can't complain, I suppose. I mean, I always could complain, but what is that? It's a Transformer! Robots in disguise. Oh my god! Glorious! Glorious! Glory, hallelujah! For finishing well in PvP, I finally get this for free! That might have been loud, I apologize, you guys, but oh, that's a good feeling right there. The odds of pulling that one out of my rear end. Was this another Robots in disguise! Oh, father and son! Father and son back to back! That is lit, you guys, off a free ticket multi. I am probably going to get the ultimate shaft on Gotenks now, but I don't even care. I honestly don't. By the time Fusions is relevant, he will probably have come back. Or we'll have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks anyway. That is really, that's for me, that's awesome, you guys. That is really, really cool. I'm super, super stoked about that. Sorry for the outburst. But 2 Transformers back to back. Alright. One more time. Let's take another shot out of our double barrel of tickets here. Sorry, I've been playing too much Red Dead. As you can see by the overlay, I actually haven't addressed that yet in the video, but I've been playing too much Red Dead, which inspired this video. We've been pulling a lot of Janembas, so I need his help lassoing other sparking units. So we got Pods, Red Sky, and Super Saiyan here. Another free multi. We're getting blown up yet again. Vegeta, Red Sky, Namek. This is going to be hopefully something pretty, but probably not now, because honestly, now I have every sparking on this banner. But we just knocked Frieza into yesteryear. Oh, Tao. That's a great starting unit. All right, what do we get?
I don't want that.
All right, that's okay. That's okay, you guys. We got Super Vegeta. All those cool animations for oh, and oh my gosh, God. I've pulled him so many times off this banner, but it's still okay. It's still okay because that's two sparking multis back to back. I just complained about that in my last video because it never happens. But both of them are already 5 stars, so it wasn't really helpful. I'm gonna stow the rest of those Masters Pack tickets for now. That's too much fire right there. That's too much, and it's gonna hurt us when it comes to these summons right here. I already know this is gonna be ugly now. Just if we can get Gotenks or Debora, I'll be happy. Oh my gosh, I forgot to hit the download all button, but because there's new heroes and EX units in this banner, that might not mean anything, you guys. This is the first summon I've done on this one here. Alright, red text. And, oh! What is this? Another sparking, so we are getting maybe something new. The downloading could still be for hero unit or EX. But if we pull out with Gotenks here, that would be some. See, that could be what the downloading was for right there. I'd love that card art though on that guy. But there is a sparking in here. It's probably gonna be Piccolo. I can already sense it. And there we go. Another. I like that card art too. EX unit. No, I thought it was gonna transform. Oh! This video is such pure white hot fire. We got Gotenks! Uh-oh. Super Vegeta and Gotenks. Guys, I'm not trying to make anyone jealous here. I'm sorry. This is really hype for me. We're gonna go one more time because I do not have Debora. I'm not even gonna hit the download all button. We're on a roll here. I'm just gonna keep it as is. There's still new stuff in this banner I don't have yet. There's EX Cell Jr., there's a bunch of other stuff, so this could still not mean anything here, you guys. We could just be getting heroes and EX units. Alright, either way, I'm satisfied. I got everything except for Debora, which maybe we'll get him on a daily, you know? Maybe. I hope that you guys have had fire luck too. This is one video that I'm just super satisfied with. Oh, Extreme. I only have ever pulled him once before, so I will take an Extreme Roshi. But he's not the downloading unit that we were looking for. And neither are you, Nappa. Oh, Hero Krillin. He was new. That's probably who it was. Hero Krillin. Extreme Trunks. He's pretty new for me. I would have liked to see the new Extreme Gohan off that, as well, the Extreme Cell Jr., so I could run that troll team. But all in all, you guys, I'm pretty happy with the summons that we did. I don't know if I should do another one right now. You know there's going to be like a Legends Rising banner with Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku coming up right around the corner. I think we've pushed the boundaries of our luck enough, but, man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to call it here, you guys. You know, sometimes you're gambling, you got to know when to call it. We got Gotenks, we got Super Vegeta. It can be nothing but despair for this last 1,000 Chrono Crystals if we blow them right now. Plus, I'll save it for another video down the road. We're at 26 minutes right now. I hope you guys had amazing luck, even better than what I had. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. If you guys are new here, we do tons of Dragon Ball Legends content here. Mechanics, new information, updates, banners, coverage of units, PvP stuff too. So I'd love to see you again on future videos. Consider hitting the subscribe with the little notification bell. And if I haven't said it already, giving me a thumbs up on the video definitely helps spread it out so more people can see it and join our community here. And again, hope you guys had great luck. I want to start editing this and get it out to you guys. So I'll see you very soon. Have a good one, and peace out, y'all. Later.